Remember Willow, the TV show? I had to make a distinction because there is, of course, the original Willow movie, which is a loved movie. It has a cult following. People love that movie. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the new show that came out decades after the original movie that nobody asked for. Nobody wanted the show, but it was a welcome surprise for many because, wow, we're getting a continuation of this movie after decades, and there was really no demand for it. So some people were a little optimistic for it. And then it came out, and it was, of course, a giant piece of modern Disney shit. And nobody watched it. And we know nobody watched it because it got pulled from the streaming service so that Disney could use it for a tax break. And that's what happened to Willow. It's an awful, awful show. So the saga of Willow has been funny because you've had actors come out complain about the fact that it's not on there anymore. Like, how do I tell people to watch it? Well, you tell them not to watch it. That's the obvious answer to me. But Disney getting a little bit of a last-minute Christmas present with a new lawsuit from someone who worked on the show. He's suing them for $200,000. Kind of a drop in the bucket that will probably get settled, I would think. A British actor sues Disney, claiming permanent damage after injury on Willow. I would think he would sue for more. I'm not kidding. Here's the number. Suing them for $190,000. I mean, that's kind of low. Kind of low. You think he'd shoot for $1 million. Maybe the low number is there so that he can get the money for sure. I don't know. Like, this seems like something they would just settle. I mean, to Disney, though they are hurting a little bit harder than normal, but I think he would go for a little bit more. Because he's claiming that he was fighting a scene where he's fighting an ogre, I believe. And because of that, he sustained an injury, and he can't work anymore. He can't do horseback riding or any real fighting scenes, which kind of sounds like that's something that he gets a lot of money for. This is the guy right here. I guess he was also in the British Office. I've never watched the British Office other than some clips here and there, but that's his biggest thing, I believe. So the Office star Ralph Ensign sues Disney for $150,000 after he was injured while fighting an ogre during scenes for TV series sequel to Willow. So that's what's going on there. I wanted to find out what the exact thing was, and I don't see any of those details over in the Deadline one, which is a little bit more short and sweet. But it was because he fought an ogre. There was like an ogre scene, and something happened and caused him some great harm. A British actor, Ralph Ensign, is suing Disney in a suit that alleges he sustained an injury filming a scene in fantasy TV show Willow. The UK's Sun newspaper reports that he claims to have suffered permanent shoulder damage in a night shoot during the production of the UK of the Disney Plus TV sequel to the hit 1988 movie. So his claim right here is that while shooting late, he was dressed as a knight in armor battling with a 9-foot-tall ogre called the Scourge when he fell awkwardly and dislocated his shoulder. He is now suing them for, in American dollars, $190,500, claiming that his injuries have prevented him from taking on more physical roles and his ability to do roles like fighting, horse riding have been permanently impaired. His suit details that the producers are liable through exerting pressure on filming to deadline and not cleaning the steps where he fell. So this is the thing with this part of the lawsuit here. And I believe him that he was pressured to get it done because we know how it is with Disney. We've seen it with the visual effects people when they were pretty much driven like slaves to work for Disney on a high pressure, like short deadline kind of environment. Because remember, they were working on these effects up to the last minute. This is why a lot of people that are really good at visual effects don't want to work for Disney. People turn down jobs with them. So I absolutely believe that they were pushing the deadlines and trying to move quickly, and because of that, there was a mistake. It says here they didn't clean the steps and maybe dry them off, make sure there was no shit on it, or he fell. Because I know this is how Disney operates. And it's probably not that unsimilar to how other studios operate, but Disney seems to be a little bit worse. And there's evidence showing that, recent evidence we've seen with people in Disney and how they operate. So, yeah, it sounds like there was a mistake made and he fell and hurt his arm. Now, he's going to need, and I would assume he has, a long-running line of receipts from seeing doctors who are able to back up this claim. And if it all lines up, he's probably going to get his money. I'm just kind of shocked at the amount of money he's asking for so low. Like, I don't see, why don't you swing for the fences and ask for $1 million? You'll probably get half of it because Disney will likely just settle out of court because it's cheaper and easier. But I think maybe he's just being modest. I don't know, but that's where we're at. So just about $200,000, $190,000. A lot of that's going to go to his lawyers, though, I believe. So that's why I'm kind of blown away that he's not asking for very much. So that is the story. So more problems for Disney. This headline hurts Disney more than the lawsuit because now what this is we have more negative Disney news. Oh, here they go. Here we go again. Disney did another thing, which is what they don't want. They've had nothing but bad headlines all year, and this is yet another one for them. Oh, people are permanently damaged from working at Disney, huh? You just look at Disney, put their name in a search result, and most of the shit that pops up is negative about them now. And it wasn't like this that long ago. It's kind of wild to see, to be honest, but a little Christmas present for Disney here. Always fun to see them get what's coming to them. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.